Every soldier on the battlefield has heard stories about the Chakravyuha. Some call it a wheel, others call it a maze. But as I stand on the blood-soaked plains of Kurukshetra, I realize the truth is far more terrifying. It is neither. It is a machine, a gigantic living machine made of thousands of warriors, constantly moving, constantly adapting, and designed to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter. From a distance, the formation appears as a massive rotating circle stretching across the battlefield. Dust rises into the sky as ranks of infantry move in carefully coordinated patterns. Chariots race between gaps. Elephants advance and retreat on command. And archers unleash waves of arrows from protected positions. Nothing is stationary. Every section of the formation is in motion, causing entrances to appear and disappear in moments. Miss your chance by a few heartbeats, and the gap closes as if it never existed. As I watch more carefully, I begin to understand its structure. The first layer forms the outer rim of the wheel. Thousands of infantry move in curved lines, rotating around the formation's center. Their purpose is not to kill, but to control movement. They force attackers towards specific points while shielding the warriors behind them. Any breach is immediately filled by fresh soldiers moving in from either side. Beyond them lies the second layer. Here stand archers and chariot warriors. While the outer ring slows an enemy, this layer attacks from multiple directions at once. Arrows rain down continuously, while fast-moving chariots strike any warrior who manages to break through the first line. The deeper you go, the more attacks come from angles you cannot see. The third layer is where the trap truly begins. Heavy chariots and elite fighters occupy this ring. Their task is to separate intruders from their allies. The moment an enemy enters this layer, the outer rings close behind him. Reinforcements are blocked. Escape routes vanish. The warrior inside is now isolated. Then comes the fourth layer, guarded by some of the strongest fighters in the army. Here, the formation becomes narrower and more compact. A warrior who reaches this far has already exhausted himself fighting through hundreds of opponents. Yet the defenders ahead are fresher, stronger, and better positioned. Closer to the center stand war elephants, commanders, and elite guards. The elephants act like moving fortresses, blocking advances and creating chaos among enemy ranks. Protected by layers of infantry, chariots, and archers, they become nearly impossible to reach. Behind them are the commanders, directing the entire formation, constantly adjusting its movements, like generals controlling pieces on a giant chessboard. That is the true genius of the Chakravyuha. Each layer performs a different function. The first controls movement. The second inflicts damage. The third isolates. The fourth overwhelms. The inner core protects the leadership. Every ring supports the others. Break through one, and another immediately stands before you, and the entire structure keeps rotating. That is what makes it so deadly. Imagine fighting one opponent while the battlefield itself changes around you. The warrior you attack one moment is replaced by another the next. Openings disappear. Defenders shift positions. New threats emerge from directions that were empty only seconds earlier. It is like trying to fight a whirlpool. Now I understand why so few warriors know how to defeat it. Entering the Chakravyuha is only the beginning. To survive, a warrior must know how every layer functions, where each opening will appear, and how to move before the formation closes around him. Without that knowledge, courage becomes a death sentence. Somewhere on this battlefield, a young warrior named Abhimanyu is preparing to enter the formation. He knows how to break through the outer layers, but as I stare at the endless rotating rings before me, I finally understand the challenge awaiting him. The Chakravyuha was never designed merely to stop an enemy. It was designed to swallow him whole. And once the wheel begins to turn around you, the entire army becomes your prison.